Welcome back, folks. Today we'll be showcasing another classic Filipino dish called Laing, or taro leaves in coconut milk. That's right. Laing is a classic Filipino dish made with shredded dried taro leaves, slowly simmered in the rich coconut milk and chili peppers. Hailing from the Bicol region, this comforting dish blends a creamy texture with a savory, spicy kick. It's traditionally cooked with pork or dried fish and always served alongside steamed, you guessed it, white rice. So folks, if you want to learn how to make this creamy, savory dish with a spicy kick, well, stick around and I'll show you how to make them. So let's get started. Alright folks, for our ingredients we'll be using some chopped garlic, some chopped onions, some chopped ginger here, and also some chopped chili peppers. Now if you do not like heat, then this is optional. We'll use some salt and pepper, some oil, and fish sauce for flavor. And I'm going to be using some coconut milk here, maybe 2 cans of coconut milk. And for protein, we'll use some pork. I have cubes of pork belly here, maybe a 1/4 pound, should be enough. And also we're gonna use some dried anchovies here that we're gonna fry until it's crunchy, and we'll use it as a garnish to our dish. And of course, our main ingredient will be dried taro leaves. This is about 3.5 ounce per pack, so we're using 2 of them. So there you have it. Let's do this. Alright folks, let's get started here. So the process is, if you know me, you've been watching our videos for quite some time now, I do parboil this pork and then to get rid of the scums and also the impurities. Rinse them well, and now we're back to wet rendering this pork until it dries up. Alright, I'll show you what it looks like when we come back. Alright, welcome back folks. So as soon as this dries out, our wet rendering, alright, make sure from medium-high heat, let's turn it down to medium temperature. Alright, so we slowly fry them until it browns up. That's the secret. As far as wet rendering, it took us about 10-12 minutes for all the water to be evaporate. Of course, the more water you put in, the longer it will take. So make sure it's just above the meat when you put water in for wet rendering. Since we're not getting any oil from here, no oil that much, so we're gonna help it out with some additional oil here. And again, to avoid any splatters, make sure your temperature is set to medium heat. And take your time, folks. I mean, this is not a sprint, it's a marathon. By the way, when you're wet rendering, add a little bit of salt to that water, so it gives additional flavor to the pork. Alright. This probably would take about another 8 to 10 minutes to get browned up. I'll show you what it looks like when we come back. Alright, welcome back folks. So about another 10 minutes or so, here we are at our pork rendering or wet rendering. It gave up a little bit of additional oil, or pork fat oil, to our pork here. But as you can see, it's all golden brown. Alright, so that's good. That's the goal. Now we're ready to saute our aromatics. Let's start with all the garlic, onions, and ginger. Alright. We'll set aside the chili peppers for later. And again, Those chili peppers are optional. You don't want heat or spicy. All right, let's bring it back to medium-high heat now. So I'm gonna start sauteing. We'll add a little bit of salt and pepper there. All right. Just gonna wait for that aromatic to soften up. Smells good, folks. You should smell this. Our flavoring ingredient would be fish sauce. Give it a little fish sauce there. All right. Cover this up for about a minute. All right, 1 minute's up. We're now ready to add our coconut milk here. I guess we'll use 2 cans of coconut milk, 1 for each pack of put that to high heat. You're gonna let this boil up. All right, but keep an eye on it, folks. It has a tendency to overflow. All right. 1, 2. Let this come to a boil. Make sure you are paying attention. We have a temperature set to high. All right, look at that, folks. All right, start adding them in. Hopefully we have enough coconut milk here to cover our taro leaves here. All right. Here's the second packet. All right. Yeah, hopefully that should be enough. I mean, if otherwise, nothing we can do about it. I only got 2 cans. It is what it is. All right. Add some water to this. About a can as well of water. All right. That'll do the trick, I hope. There you go. Make sure you don't have those lumps of leaves there. Make sure they're all flavored up. At this point, I want to put some salt and pepper. There you go. Now we're going to simmer this covered for about 10 to 20 minutes. All right? In medium-low heat. All right, folks, I'll show you what it looks like when we come back. All right, folks, let's check back on this. It's about 15 minutes in, simmering. Our laing or taro leaves here. As you can see, we're almost dried up in here. Now, there's a lot of ways most Filipinos like how their laing should be. Some people wait until all the coconut milk turns into oil. All right, some in between. And some prefer a mushy consistency to their taro leaves, but to me, I think this should be enough for me. Let's give this a taste for now, folks. Woo! That's hot, but delicious. Woo! Yummy. I think we can now add our chili peppers there. optional, folks. If you don't want spicy, it should be done here. All right. And lastly, we're gonna add in, sprinkle some of our crunchy and toasty fried anchovies there. Look at the crunch there. Oh, see that? That's how you make crunchy dried anchovies. All right, there you have it, folks. Our laing. I thank you for watching, and until we cook again.